But brothers in an act, I know from music, almost inevitably, I've been around the Oasis guys.
Yes.
I've been around the Kinks.
Sure. Yes.
Ray and Dave. I've been around
Ann and Nancy Wilson. We saw.
Well, they got along for many years, and then they had a major fall.
They did.
Did you make each other cry?
No, we made Ann and Nancy Wilson cry. Which was another thing that was good. It's our time to rehearse. No, but I'll go crazy on you. How about that? Also, weird song to sing and then mingle afterwards. I'm going to go crazy on you. I'm going to go crazy on you. There's not a guy who's like, give me some of that. You know what I mean? I love my life, but I like a little. I'm going to go crazy on you. The woman who is openly
no one's ever said that to me.
Right? I want to go crazy on you.
It was originally Magic Men, a love song to the two of them.
To the two of us.
Then it was
and
awkward.
then they changed and we confronted them. But let me put it into another context. You have your siblings and you have stories that you grew up with. Mom and dad did this or we did this when we moved here. The two of you can equally tell that story. And if the two of you were telling someone who had never heard it before, okay, we went to Nippersink, Wisconsin on this. We were 8 years old and dad he was fishing and he fell into the thing and you tell the whole story. The two of you can go back, can tag team on that story. That sort of idea swirls with us, and the fact that we are twins, the fact that we listen, we have a good come from the world of listen to what the person is saying, and it's almost like I describe it as if you've ever driven a manual car. You get good at knowing when to push the clutch down and when to put the gas down, and it just becomes this thing that you're just good at after a while.
It's the comedic version of In Harmony, Everly Brothers or the Beach Boys. Relatives have lock in harmonically in a way that's usually even
and
greater.
I'm assuming, and because I've watched so much stuff about the Beach Boys. I love the Beach Boys and love the going into the Wilderness albums, the Hollands and the Surf's Up, and when Brian Wilson was going crazy, and when Van Dyke Parks came in and started writing lyrics that Mike Love was like, "What are we doing? Like we're fun." I want to do a song where at the end of it, I have sex with a woman in the studio. Can we put that on tape? And we're like, "Hey, okay, who's got the coconuts?" Like that. It's it was weird, but I love the Beach Boys. But there were just moments where. And I've been listening so much to this other podcast, which I'm sure you know. I'm sure you absolutely know the guy, Andrew Hickey, History of Rock Music in 500
I don't
songs.
know him, but I know the podcast.
Okay. I walk our canyon many days listening to that podcast. So it's an unbelievable deep dive.
Not this one.
Yeah, if I'd known that, I would not have invited him on this. I would have invited him on that podcast.
No. But it's an unbelievable deep dive. And the guy is he gives disclaimers and all that. He's very conscious of making sure that no one is offended by anything, which I really appreciate and love. But at the same time, it is sometimes it's too much. It's over the top. So I asked Dana Gould, our dear friend, who's a great comedian and writer. I asked him. I said, "Hey, have you heard it? Because I know you love music. Have you heard of this podcast, History of Rock Music?" Through 500 He didn't say yes, I've heard it. He just looked at me and he was like, "In today's episode, there's mention of a chimney sweep. If that triggers you, then maybe you should be." And I'm like, "Oh, you know the thing. And he, of course, had a funny joke locked in about it. But but he goes into such a deep dive of all these, the story of in ways that I'd never heard told before. But there was a moment where I'm like, oh, there's this Chicago song, Wish You Were Here, which the three Wilson brothers sing backup on. And I never really knew that, but now I'm listening to it. I'm like, oh yeah, they just seamlessly walked into the studio, and there's this, to bring it back, there's this symbiosis between the three of them. And sometimes you can't tell who's singing when, you don't know which Wilson brother is singing. And that sometimes happens with us when people listen to us on our podcast or, hear our comedy. They're like, I'm not quite sure which brother said that thing, but together it comes together and it forms like music. And so our bits tend to be longer, 3-4 minutes long, and they play like music, which is cool because
there is a rhythm
that
you get into. And it does seem like music to me.
Yeah.
And even the audience laugh is in
part of it.
Yes.
Right. It's like the percussion.
So I'm sure this evolved.
Yeah.
So first time you did any semblance of this was when you were children?
Yes. Yeah. So we grew up in St. Louis, Missouri.
I know it. Very nice.
Very nice. What's your favorite restaurant in St. Louis?
Yeah. You got to give me a minute.
Have you been on the Hill? All the Italian restaurants on the Hill?
Yes, and I had fried ravioli.
Toasted ravioli is the best.
Sorry, toasted.
Did you go to Ted Drew's? Here's what they said with toasted ravioli. Someone was like, okay, we're going to take ravioli.
Yes.
Already not that healthy for you. Meat and a little bit of cheese inside the ravioli.
Yes.
We're going to fry it.
This is so good.
We're going to
sprinkle,
fry it. Yes.
sprinkle some cheese on top. Great. That's enough to kill you.
And
then we're going to give you a little bowl of meat and cheese sauce for you to dip that into.
Yes.
You haven't had enough. Dip a little more and then you're good.
And we're going to call it toasted because that sounded
better than fried.
By the way, we're not your fancy history of rock and roll podcast.
Yeah.
but food.
Go back to our Vince Gill episode to hear the greatest country music ravioli story of all time involving George Jones, Vince Gill, Conway Twitty, and ravioli.
Conway Twitty.
Trying to get people to turn to that.
Very problematic, Conway Twitty. Let's go back and listen to his catalog of songs.
I went to he had Twitty City, which was the low-rent Dollywood at the time.
Yeah.
Not a magical place.
You're like, you must be under this age to ride this thing. You're like, okay.
Oh, stop it.
Twitty.
Stop it.
He has like a song that
I'm
says...
part of the itty-bitty Twitty committee.
Yeah,
like,
it's
nope.
like Conway Twitty's like has a song that's like drink this and lie very still. That's
like,
not
no,
a good
no.
song. That is not a good song for you to sing,
now.
Conway Twitty.
Wow.
Anyway.